What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be putting a mock-up LS1 in the place of my iron block 5.3 that I'm still building, and I have it, and I'm going to get it in here, and I'm going to use it to go ahead and start building my turbo kit and mount my radiator. So then I can just take that motor out, swap it out with my other motor, and we'll be ready to go. All right, guys, so we got that motor in there, and we were having a lot of trouble getting both of these bolts to be able to line up in the same spot. So we got one in, and then this one over here was slightly off because, this is a fabricated K-member. So, it's gonna flex and stuff while they're welding it. So to anyone doing this, I would not, because I had all of the bolts on the motor mounts tight, and it had no give in it. So, it was where it was at. So to anyone doing this, don't tighten up your motor mounts all the way so they still have a little bit of flexibility side to side and up and down. And then you can, get both bolts started. And you might have to tap it in a little bit, which we had to, but now it's in there. And I'm gonna get my intake and throttle body and put them on there. This is what I got for an intake and throttle body setup. I got ordered off of eBay. It's an actual GM, authenticized Trailblazer Super Sport intake. It's a little bit better than the truck intake, but it's still pretty good and pretty cheap. And I got this Holley 92 millimeter drive-by cable throttle body, and then I also have some Flowtech up and forward headers that I'm going to put on there. Alright, so I got that throttle body mounted on there, and come over here and I measure it, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to do some cutting on this cowl to make room for it to sit in there, which it's not really a problem. It's already kind of bent up there anyways. So now I'm gonna set it up here. I'm about 90% sure that it's going to be cut, but we'll see. Also, my intake is going to be facing that way. The throttle body will be facing that way, because my intercooler, my air-to-water intercooler, is going to be on the inside under my dash right there. So that's going to pose another challenge. I have to cut a hole in the firewall for the tube to come through, but we'll face that when we get there. Yeah, guys, we didn't get very far. Yeah, it's going to be cut a pretty good bit, but I wasn't planning on keeping windshield wipers or anything anyways, so probably cut that right now and get it fit in there. both sides, but for it to sit all the way in, it's hitting the firewall through. And so I drew a little line around it, and I'm going to mark a center hole and just drill into my firewall, and then, you know, cut it with a hole saw so I can access the inside of the car. All right, guys, so I ran into a much bigger problem. You can see right there, it still has about a runner to go on the intake, and it already contacts the firewall. So I'm probably going to have to make some kind of spacer to go between the intake and the throttle body and move the throttle body to the inside of the car. And then, you know, it's been done before, and this is probably why most people don't turn their intake backwards, a stock style intake. But, you know, I guess it'll be unique when we're done. Probably a little bit of change of plans. I think because my intercooler is really light, and I was planning on it being really heavy, you know, being like 100 pounds, but it's like 17 pounds. So, you know, you want to move all your weight to the back, but with it being so light, I'm probably just going to put it up front right here and leave, you know, the intake turned forwards. And have my turbo here, intercooler there, you know, and just run it straight up to there, and make stuff a lot simpler, because before I was going to either have to make a spacer back there or fabricate some kind of box and just shove the, you know, the throttle body through the firewall, and that'd be a hassle. So I'm about to put my bumper back on, and then I'm going to get everything, try to get stuff mocked up so I can see what looks best. Cut so the intake sits flat now, and the next video will be me mounting my radiator, my intercooler, and my turbo, you know, trying to get those in the right spots and where it fits best. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please make sure to like and subscribe and share to your friends, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and hope y'all can go work on your car too.